Oh no, apparently Dr. WILY has infiltrated the robot museum, and as we could see, we see robot masters from past Megaman games. They all look cool in 16-bit, by the way. And 2 more additional robot masters broke out, and there's Dr. WILY taking Guts Man. Like I said, in my Mega Man 1 LP, not creepy at all. Well, WILY got away, big surprise. And he left us this thing to fight. I don't know what this thing is called, but all I know is that it takes a lot of damage if the body actually lays contact on you, and its weakness is a Thunderbolt. You actually have to hit the head in order to damage it. And it's basically simple. The best way to do this is just use the Buster, just use the pellet shots, knock its head out, and just use Thunderbolt, lather, rinse, repeat. Just try to avoid getting hit by the actual, the body, because that takes a lot of damage. Although, other than that, not a difficult, sub-boss. I mean, its patterns are predictable. Actually, I think that's the only pattern it does. It just spins like a moron in a 360-degree angle, I believe, while it's twirling. Just use Thunderbolt to just shoot. And it's dead. So yeah, not difficult at all. Now what? Well, guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, so now we're back to take on the second half of the game, and yes, now we have to take on 4 more Robot Masters, because let's be honest, it's not a true Mega Man game if we don't fight 8 Robot Masters. And now we're approaching Slash Man stage. Totally not ripping off Jurassic Park here. It's a unique, like I said, it's a unique background. But what does, a Jurassic theme level have to do with, slashing things? It's kind of an odd placement, and now we have access to the Super Adapter. Yes, I backtracked back to Junkman stage off screen to get the final rush letter, and now we have access to the Super Adapter, which is cool. If we chart, which gives us access to a Rocket Punch, and it's close range. There is an upgrade to get a homing Rocket Punch, which has a longer range. It costs 800 bolts in the later half of the game, or you could find it in a Turbo Man stage, and we will find it when we get to that part. And the Super Adapter is very useful, making platforming easy. It's not as broken as Mega Man 6, the jetpack where you can just fly whenever you want. The Super Adapter can only lets you make a slide jump at an angle. It's kind of awkward to control. And now we got a random T-Rex, easy to take down with Junk Shield. Just spam it, boom, and it's dead. Get that nice energy there. So yeah, Junk Shield, like I said, it's my favorite weapon. It's like my go-to weapon because it's nice to have. Just run over everything. You can Beat the Bird in the stage, like right there in that spot right there. You need a Scorch Wheel to climb a ladder there to get the beat, but I don't have Scorch Wheels, so I will backtrack for that later. Beat is actually very useful in this game. It's not like in Mega Man 5 or 6 where he attacks random enemies. If you fall down a pit, Beat actually saves you from that pit. But we'll get more into that. And we got our boss, Slash Man. And this boss can be kind of a pain. Slashman actually has 2 weaknesses, Scorch Wheel and Freeze Cracker, and his attack pattern is annoying. You have these this substance falling on you. I'm thinking it's jelly or something like that. I don't know. I just take the pot shot because I don't care, because Freeze Cracker is going to do more damage to him. So yeah, it's basically a war of attrition when you fight Slash Man. Like if you keep getting hit by that goo attack, but you're gonna do more damage to him, unless you miss terribly. And he's dead at close range. Awesome. And oh yeah, Freeze Cracker, you could actually fire it upward, which is unique. Just wanted to show that off, and we get access to Slash Man's weapon. I'll get more into that in the next part. Yes, we are back, and now we are approaching Springman stage. And yes, I get the joke. Who the hell builds a Springman anyways? I tried to do my best impersonation there. I don't know if it caught on good or not, but oh well. Yes, I get the joke on Springman stage. Yes, this robot master is very infamous. Like, why would WILY build this thing as a robot master? Like, was WILY just, was he just bored, in this lab drawing plan to say, you know what? This should be a robot master dedicated to Slinkies. Yeah, I can't do good impersonations, but oh well. And let's just use Junk Shield to get through this part, because these things can get annoying. I do like the spring gimmicks, I do like that, but the stage is, it's pink. So like how do you expect Springman to be, taken seriously? Like, I know that he's bashed on the Megaman community, but how do you take this thing seriously? Like, you're supposed to be a threat to Megaman. Your stage is pink, like, you're a spring, like, what possible threat could you be to Megaman, who at this point, has saved the world 6 times? And yeah, basically in the stage, we're just going to be alternating between Super Adapter and Junk Shield, because the stage is very easy. I think this is the only stage that doesn't really have bottomless pits. And right here we have an alternate pathway, which we will take. This stage you can get the Hyper Bolt for auto. Dr. Light's, creation for this game, who makes us items for the shop. Yeah, so the Hyper Bolt, by getting it, it'll cut the price of everything from the shop in half, and also include new items. A new item for auto to make, like Rush Jet and all that. Like, if you don't feel like finding it, you can just buy those upgrades. It also includes the S tank, which acts just like the M tank from Mega Man 5. It restores all your weapon energy and your health. I would save it if you need it, like in an emergency, and later in the game we will need it. Yeah, so Springman stage, it's got catchy music. Background is nice, like I said. Well, this part of the background's nice, where you got that, you can see the night sky. But, this is it. Nothing but spring gimmicks, that's it. Yeah, this is the only stage that doesn't have any bottomless pits. It's not spike heavy like other stages, so this stage is very tamed. And yeah, like I said, the super adapter's kind of awkward to control when you're making a jump, because you're jumping in a slant, you're not jumping up or down. Something you have to get used to, but oh well. And the rocket punch can take out, Shield Joes easily. If you have the homing rocket punch, it makes it really fun to take them out easier. But we'll get that upgrade when we cross that, and now we're approaching the boss. And just like in typical Mega Man fashion, Springman is so piss easy. Like, you should have no excuse to get hit by this guy if you have his weakness. He's got a predictable pattern. You hit him, he does 2 punches, you slide to avoid him. Like, I don't even think you should get hit by that. It's the same pattern, and the pattern resets over and over again. Punches left, punches right, slash, boom, lather, rinse, repeat. I never actually seen, anybody fight Springman with Buster only. Yeah, should be something I should look forward to seeing. Taking on these Robot Masters with Buster only runs, because when you hit all the Robot Masters with their weaknesses, it actually resets their patterns, and you don't even get to see their attacks from their main weapons. Like, Springman's got Wild Coil, but we never see it in action. And Slash Claw is an awesome weapon for close combat. And now we get Springman's weapon, which is useful. I like it. Others may not like it, but oh well.